Electronics are rapidly redefining modern motorcycles, especially on machines like the BMW S1000RR. And now, BMW is taking it a step further by introducing groundbreaking active aerodynamics that may transform how bikes handle corners. The company's newest concept, Blow-Aero, uses a fan-driven airflow system to enhance cornering grip, stability, and downforce in a way never before seen on two wheels. BMW has been gradually expanding its aerodynamics research. It recently filed several patents related to moving winglets and dynamic exhaust flow for performance gains. But their latest innovation stands out. It involves a centrally mounted internal fan system that intakes air and redirects it at high pressure through ducts to specific nozzles placed strategically around the motorcycle. These outlets can release directed airflow to boost acceleration, braking, downforce, or cornering force depending on the situation. This approach is reminiscent of historic motorsport innovations. Back in the 1960s, Jim Hall's Chaparral 2J race car used rear-mounted fans to suck air from under the vehicle, generating immense downforce. Formula One legend Gordon Murray picked up the idea in 1978 with the Brabham BT 46B, a car equipped with a fan to extract air beneath the chassis. Though it dominated in its debut race, it was quickly shelved to avoid escalating a costly development war in F1. Gordon Murray later incorporated subtle fan-driven aero in the McLaren F1 and returned to the idea in full force with the GMAT .50 hypercar, which features a 7,000 RPM rear fan to create up to 485 pounds of downforce. The concept has even reached extremes with the McMurtry Spirling EV, which uses twin fans to generate 4,400 pounds of downforce. That is enough to hold the car upside down on a ceiling. BMW isn't looking to create vacuum-style downforce like those machines, but rather to harness airflow in a more controlled and versatile way on motorcycles. According to their patent, the fan system can direct jets of high-pressure air through nozzles facing rearward for acceleration, forward for braking, upward for added downforce, or sideways to assist in turning. Internal flaps and ducts shift the airflow direction instantly based on real-time inputs like speed, lean angle, and rider input. This form of adaptive aerodynamic thrust could give riders a new level of control and stability mid-corner, especially at the edge of grip. Unlike traditional winglets that only generate more downforce at higher speeds, BMW's system could offer assistance even during slow technical corners, something passive aero can't manage. Interestingly, the idea of using thrust on motorcycles isn't entirely new. In 2018, Bosch demonstrated a prototype safety system using small, one-time use gas thrusters to push the bike back into balance during a slide. It worked like an airbag system. Short bursts of high-pressure gas would correct the bike's trajectory, but the Bosch system required replacing components after each use. BMW's solution, powered by a permanent electric fan, is more sustainable and precise, offering consistent assistance lap after lap. The patent also shows that the system could help in multiple riding scenarios. Extra forward thrust under braking could reduce stopping distances. Rearward air jets might reduce lift during hard launches. And side-directed burst could actively help lean the bike into a turn or stabilize it mid-corner, particularly useful during aggressive riding or in changing grip conditions. Still, adding fans and ducting to a motorcycle raises real concerns. Weight, complexity, and heat management will all have to be carefully balanced. Lightweight materials and compact design will be crucial, especially if BMW wants to keep the system viable for production sport bikes like the S1000RR or M1000RR. Power draw is another factor. Running a high-output fan could place additional load on the bike's electrical system. Another key consideration is racing regulation. MotoGP and WSBK have long restricted active aerodynamic systems to maintain cost parity and fair competition. If BMW's system proves to be a genuine advantage, it may not be allowed on race bikes unless the rules evolve. Still, it could easily find a home in high-performance street models or track day specials, where innovation is less restricted. It's not hard to imagine future S1000RRs or even mid-range sport models equipped with selectable aero modes. These modes could adjust airflow to match different riding environments, track layouts, or weather conditions. The system could be integrated with existing traction control, ride-by-wire, and suspension electronics to form a truly intelligent chassis that adapts to every input. Whether or not this becomes the new norm in motorcycle dynamics remains to be seen. For now, it's a bold step toward active mechanical assistance, merging traditional aerodynamics with electronic control and clever engineering. If BMW succeeds, it could make high-performance motorcycles more controllable and confidence-inspiring, especially for those pushing the edge of grip. But it also raises new questions. Will riders embrace this kind of intervention, or see it as diluting the pure, raw experience of riding? For many enthusiasts, part of the thrill lies in the challenge. Feeling every vibration, responding to traction changes with instinct, and relying on their own skill to master a corner are all part of the appeal. The idea of a machine subtly pushing or correcting airflow mid-turn could feel to some like handing over a part of the ride to a computer. On the other hand, today's sport bikes are already packed with electronic aids such as traction control, slide control, and anti-wheelie systems. Most riders have accepted, even welcomed, these features for the confidence and performance they provide. It is possible that Blow-Aero will eventually fall into the same category. It may be a technology that is initially met with hesitation, but gradually becomes part of the high-performance experience. Cost and complexity are another big concern. Will this system be reserved only for top-tier models with 5-figure price tags? Or can it eventually be refined and simplified enough to appear on more affordable bikes? Just like ABS and traction control started as premium features before trickling down, Blow-Aero might follow the same path if it proves effective and reliable. BMW's fan-based aero system is one of the most radical motorcycle innovations in recent memory. Whether it becomes a game-changer or just another experimental tech that never makes it past the prototype stage, it is a strong signal that the future of motorcycling is not just about more horsepower, it is about smarter control. What do you think? Will it help or create more problems? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take. If you enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into the history and evolution of legendary motorcycles, from vintage Hondas to cutting-edge hyperbikes, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to SK for more exciting content. Ride safe, dream big, and stay tuned for our next story. Goodbye.